always wonderful to come to these locations where so much cargo is generated. We hear a lot about Vietnam and the Vietnamese economy in Southeast Asia, and to come here and see it for yourself is totally different than reading about it or seeing some news items. So you get to meet your colleagues, port colleagues from Saigon New Port, from Ho Chi Minh City Port, and to gather together with the shippers, importers, exporters, the shipping lines as well that are here present, and start to have an interaction. Tell them about the latest developments in Baltic Hub, in Poland, and in the broader community, so that they can see who we are and how we can work together to create those supply chain funnels through the Port of Gdańsk and for Poland and for the CE area. So it's really interesting to come here, to be honest. The changes in the alliances that were announced a few months ago, starting back in February of this year with the announcement of Maersk and Hapag-Lloyd with Gemini, we were waiting eagerly to see what some of the other shipping lines who would be affected by those changes, the end of 2M, are going to bring. And then very happily for us, MSC decided that they would like to bring two Asia-Europe services direct into Poland. One is the Britannia service, which we'll call Gdynia and Gdańsk, and then the other one is the Albatross service, which we'll call exclusively at Gdańsk. So we're going to have those great new connections direct from Vietnam into Poland and into Gdańsk. So exciting times. Couldn't have been a better timing in terms of having this business mixer here in Ho Chi Minh. So great to see so many people from the community in Poland and Gdańsk here, and mixing and mingling and trying to work out some connections with the Vietnamese community. Years ago, I'd probably say 15 years ago, the Vietnamese, together with international companies like PSA, who I work for at Baltic Hub as well, built a lot of new terminals on the Kai Mep area, which is more to the southeast of where we are today. They were deep water facilities, but they still struggled to try to get those facilities up and running with big vessels. And what we've also seen is that the Saigon New Port has developed itself around the old city, so as the gentleman from Vietnam mentioned, they're only able to handle vessels of up to sort of 3,000–4,000 TEU in size, so obviously then they're going to transshipment hubs like Kaohsiung and obviously principally Singapore. So it just shows that there are still two markets in many places around the world. Shipping is not just about mega vessels, it's also about feeders, it's also about shuttles, it's also about short sea shipping and competing with road and ferries. So, you know, when we think about the Polish context and the Gdańsk and Gdynia context, there is a market for both ports. Even if your infrastructure is not able to handle the big vessels, you can still be very active and still creating those connections, maybe not direct from Vietnam, but certainly intra-Europe trade. So it's good to see that the same things are happening, and those terminals are growing as well.
Polish delegation come here for the promotion. This is a very big opportunities, because in Vietnam we also have some facility like the big port, deep water port, can accommodate the big ships, connect directly from Vietnam to Europe. And today we connect with the main hub in Europe like Le Havre, like Rotterdam, like Antwerp and Hamburg. And in the very near future we can see that the possibility the shipping company, they will deploy the direct service call, connecting, linking between Vietnam and Poland, and especially in the Kai Mep areas in our terminals, and connect to the port of Gdańsk, because of the big ship can connect. And if that thing can be happen, that we facilitate for customer, for importer and exporter of the both countries, more convenient and competitiveness for their cost of product for import and export from each other. So we look forward to continue cooperating together with you, with Polish business delegation and investors. And we would like to invite you to come to Vietnam to invest here and to manufacture for more product and for the export, not only to Poland, but your product can be exported to the other countries in the world. From now until the coming years, our delegation will come to visit and organize some seminar promotion in Poland and in Europe in order to create the corridors. And more interesting is the green shipping corridors, and to drive all of us to be greening together and to make this environment like our commit to the world. We have the target to 2050 is to be net zero in the maritime sector.